What is up, my totally offensive army and random YouTubers alike? Back again for another reaction video, and this particular video is going to be atypical from my normal style of reaction videos. Tonight we're going to go ahead and check out Please Listen, Ellipsis, You Can't Please Everybody by Austin Forman. Originally I was going to go ahead and check out the uploaded video he had of him doing a live show where he sang a parody song of his entitled 20 Bucks is 20 Bucks. Then I saw this video and thought, you know what, let's switch gears for a minute. You see, over here on the Totally Offensive Comedy channel, we fuck heavy with some Austin Forman. Why, you ask? Because I like his parody songs. I think they're hilarious. I enjoy his takes on politics, and the way he does country music, kind of second to none in my opinion. I mean, I don't always agree with him when it comes to politics, but then again, it's a free country. I don't have to. I can disagree with someone and still think they're a good person. Imagine that. Wow. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it and check this video out. I like these types of videos because it's just like the person with a large social media following, who's, you know, a well-known performer, just having a conversation with you and I. Like, they're just being themselves. There's no glitz, there's no glamour, there's no camp behind it telling them what to say. They're just being raw and they're being vulnerable, and that shit is awesome when you get a chance to see it. Here we go.
So y'all let me get this on my chest because it's been bothering me for a while.
Let's hear it, brother.
And it's just something that I think is important. I just need to go ahead and put it out there now.
Okay.
I found out a long time ago in my life that you can't please everybody. So when I found that out and actually figured that out, I decided to stop trying to please everybody. And I gave up on trying to please everybody long before I ever had my first video go viral or anything like that, before anybody was really paying attention to my music, before I had music on Spotify and all that.
Doc, the people who try to please everybody on a daily basis are the most artificial and super shallow, vain people you've ever met in your life. Like, uniqueness is what makes the world go around. The idea that we're capable of original thought and we're capable of acting for ourselves in choices of free will, those are the things that make a difference the most in the world. I mean, I kind of feel bad that you're having this revelation at this point in your life. I feel like as intelligent as you are, you probably should have, like, come to this conclusion earlier on in life. But, you know, it is what it is. We all do things at our own pace. I'm not judging you for it, brother. I'm just kind of, you know, feeling sad that you've come to this conclusion right now, and this is the conversation you got to have. And, you know, we all have our moments.
That shit. I gave up a long time ago. I think it's true that no matter who we are or what we do in all of our lives, you know, this happens. You got your family pulling you one way, your spouse will pull you a different way, your friends will pull you some way, and you come to a point where you have to decide who you are and what you want to do and what's best for you and what makes you happy, and you have to go with that. And some people never figure that out, and they're never really happy. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because
I have this thing I talk about once in a while, and I always talk about like how I wish I was able to live in ignorance and be okay with it. Like, there are people out there who are capable of going to a monotonous 9-to-5, mundane, ordinary ass day job, and they're completely okay with coming home and just vegging out on the couch and watching sitcoms through the remainder of the evening, and that's their day in and day out life. That's what they do every single day, and they're completely content with that. And then there's people like me or people like Austin who always want to strive to do something different, to hone the craft they already possess and already know, and to go ahead and try new things and to acquire new skills. And I feel like he's somebody I could kind of relate to, because we're always trying to reach that other level of success, or we're always trying to learn something new about ourselves, or we're always trying to learn a different skill that's going to propel us forward in our interests and the things we enjoy. I can relate to this. This is heavy, bro. Okay. We're only a minute in. Damn, son.
I've been diving more into the music business, and since I've gained a little bit more of an audience, a lot of stuff has changed, and
I can
you know,
only
my
imagine.
brain just kind of goes crazy sometimes. And generally what they do on the professional side of the music business is they take like they find somebody with some talent, whether it's mediocre talent or extraordinary talent or below average talent, frankly, a lot of times. And as long as they look good, you know, decent enough, and can carry a note in a bucket, then they'll bring them on. And they do like this artist development thing where they take this person, let's say they take a guy, and they say, okay, we're going to dress you like this. We need you to talk like this, act like this, think about things like this, say things like this, become this person. They redevelop a person into what there's.
Sometimes people call this the American Idol syndrome. If you'll notice, a lot of the contestants who've won American Idol you never hear from again. But over the course of the season of the show, you always find someone who's down and out on their luck. They don't have two nickels to rub together. They're wearing like bottom of the basement clothes, that type of thing. Look like they're just covered head to toe in hand-me-downs, and their mannerisms, their personality seems like underdeveloped. They're not like really that shining star on stage until they start singing. And even then, American Idol, like the songs are auto-tuned and edited before they're ever released to the general public or aired on television. So it starts early on, and you never hear about most of the contestants who've won American Idol. Sure, like there's some Kelly Clarksons and people like that out there, but you never hear about every single one because they just kind of fade off into the oblivion after the industry's had their way with that person, and they've gone ahead and changed them and presented them in such a way. And even then, like the music industry evolves over time, and like if you want to be a musician who's constantly in the limelight or a singer or some type of thing like that, you have to constantly go ahead and evolve how you look, how you speak, and how you act to keep up with the times and stay relevant. That's pretty artificial too. That sucks. I couldn't imagine what he goes through, dude. With the amount of followers he has and like the way he's on that come up, that's a lot of fucking pressure, bro. Okay.
Studies show that audiences will enjoy and like. They all like sit around this table and decide who this person should become, and then they wave a bunch of money in front of this person, and especially for people that didn't grow up with a bunch of money, a lot of times it's very enticing and they just take it. And these people a lot of times are willing to become somebody they're not for a camera and for the radio just to get that money. Just to give you some examples.
Money is often enticing when you've never had it. There's this thing you're taught if you ever take an economics class, or if you actually go ahead and take some classes in financial exploration, and it's called a poor person syndrome, whereupon you will buy the cheapest of everything at the store because you have little to no money and because that's all you can afford, but at the same time you're not getting a good deal. Essentially, if you go to the grocery store or some shit like that, it's better to buy fresh and it's better to buy in bulk because those are the deals that are going to last you longer over the course of months, rather than like just buy a temporary 7-day supply of like Travel toothpaste for $2.95 when you could have went ahead and got like 3 boxes for $6. You feel me? It's just one of those things. Like when you've been poor, you've never been able to go ahead and explore other options in life. And when you start getting a little bit of money, it definitely changes things. When someone throws a lot of money at the table and down the table in front of you, obviously you're going to jump at it because you're thinking that's your way out. Oftentimes, dude, money is never your way out. Like it'll solve a lot of problems that you may have. You can buy things off, you can pay fines, you can pay bills, but knowledge is usually your best solution to a lot of problems out there. And knowledge will once again help you make more fucking money.
Since all this shit's been going on for a while now, like say over a year now, I literally have people tell me, only wear your hat backwards because that's how you're known in your videos. Only wear your hat backwards.
Patagonia?
Fuck, I want to wear my hat forward sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Since I've expressed my political opinion
Isn't like Patagonia in South America or something like that? I think that's just like outerwear explorer type of gear or something. I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's a hat.
multiple times on things. People have said something about this hat. I mean, literally, people that I know have said something about this. Dude, don't wear that hat because of something. I don't even know what they did. Some kind of something they supported politically, this company.
Imagine being such a loser that you watch people's YouTube videos and like these are verified blue checked people and you start giving them wardrobe advice. Like these people are already doing bigger things than you and these people are out here like on stage killing it and you're sitting there being like, hey, let me give you some advice about your hat. Seriously? People do that? Okay. That's sad.
But my sister got me this hat for Christmas.
Shout out to Austin.
So I'm gonna wear it. I don't give a shit. I'm not wearing it for the company.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I don't give a shit. It's ridiculous. But I get it. You know, people say do these things and don't do these things.
My sister got me 5 nieces and nephews, and they got 5 different dads. She basically just smokes pot and sleeps with a lot of random dudes. My family calls her the pothole. You wouldn't hit it if you could avoid it. It is what it is.
You could project a certain image. The only thing that sucks is when you express your opinion politically, the social media giants, they shadow ban you. And that's a real thing where they don't show your content to all your followers, or they show it to a small fraction of your followers. And that's some bullshit. But
you have to have this cookie cutter opinion that fits in with the current political climate these days. You have to go ahead and spout the same rhetoric that all the other like political organizations spout on the overly liberal side of politics. And if you don't do that, then all of a sudden your content isn't showcased and people aren't notified when you upload. That's fucking pathetic. Because the fact of the matter is, all those liberals that spout all their fucking bullshit that makes no sense, it's never rooted in facts, there's no foundation for a decent argument, it's just a bunch of safe space fucking wannabe jargon. Like, all those people are the same people you'd avoid in everyday life. If you meet those people when you're out and about at the bar, like, you're not going to hang out with them. They're going to be sitting by themselves at the bar, looking around, hoping someone will fucking talk to them. Why? Because their ideas and their opinion of themselves and their self-esteem, all pathetic, bro. All pathetic.
Happens. And lately I've been in this situation where people ask me, well, what are you? Do you sing serious country songs? Are you a comedian country singer like Wheeler Walker Jr.? Are you the next Waylon, or, Garth Brooks or whoever? I get all sorts of them. And then they'll ask me, or are you a political commentator? Are you a comedian that just makes funny videos? And everybody's insinuating that I have to pick one.
Let me go ahead and say something from somebody who's been through this. I've been a career journalist. I am a stand-up comedian. I am a multi-time published author. Okay, I'm a YouTuber now, apparently. There are so many things you can do. It's really odd to let someone go ahead and classify you and put a ceiling on your potential. Because the minute you let other people put a ceiling on your potential is the minute you stop doing better. You stop striving to hit the next mark in your life. It's the minute you stop cultivating yourself as an artist and a person because you let people put labels on you and define who you are. No one can ever do that to another person. No one will ever be able to adequately define who you are and where your future is going to go. Never let someone put a cap on you like that. Austin, if you want to go ahead and you want to be a writer, you want to be a political commentator, you want to be a stand-up comic, you want to be a country singer, you know what? Do all the above. Fuck the haters. Keep on going. Stay the way you are because there ain't fucking nothing wrong with the way you are, dog. Straight up. Fucking people.
And I do get that idea, and the idea is, okay, pick your lane and stay in it, gain the audience that's suited to your lane, and do that. On a business level, I get that idea.
I disagree. Diversify. Even so much of my YouTube channel, the way I go ahead and do things is I provide the 30-second shorts for the TikTok community because people only have sometimes 30 seconds to watch a video. I like to go ahead and put 40% of my material out there as Creek Squad because they also would be the same audience I direct my stand-up comedy to, and because I do like Ryan Upchurch and his following tremendously. They are down-to-earth, salt-of-the-earth, blue-collar, working-class people. Working-ass people. That almost sounded kind of hookerish. My bad, y'all. But, no, those are good fucking people. It's okay to go ahead and diversify. That's why I do so many things I do. Because, as a matter of fact, the more diverse you are, the more avenues of income you can go ahead and generate for yourself. A successful person has over 4 avenues of income at all times. And if you're not talking about money, then the amount of skills you have means you'll be able to go ahead and insert yourself into other social situations and to know other, essentially classes of people in a professional world. The more skills you have, the more people you're able to meet who do the same things that you do or who are able to go ahead and collaborate with you and build you up. Okay? And if you do that in various areas of life, sky's the limit, man. Sky's the limit.
I've run businesses before, successfully.
That's what's up.
I get the idea on a business level. But I'm not going to pick one because I'm not going to be stuck in a certain lane, and I'm not going to allow anybody to stick me in a certain lane. If I wake up one morning and decide that I want to write a funny song and get on my cell phone on the porch like I am right now and sing it for you guys, then that's what I want to do. If I wake up and I decide I want to write a serious song from my heart and put it on a video and give it to you guys and then go to the studio the next week, record it, shoot a music video and put it out, that's what I'm going to do.
Fuck yeah, I'll react to that too.
If I wake up and I see some stuff, on the news that really pisses me off and it's frustrating and I want to voice my opinion, I'm going to do that.
Do it.
If I am feeling like joking on somebody that day or roasting somebody or just having fun, I'm going to do that.
Word?
I don't ever want to wake up one day, have a great idea in my mind of something that I want to do, and feel like I'm not able to do it because I've signed a contract or negotiated with somebody that's in business with me, and I told them that I wouldn't do things like that.
There's this saying, and it's kind of sounds weird at first, but it's actually a very true saying. Life is a scorecard, meaning like the more people do for you, the more they're gonna expect out of you in return. And essentially, what that does is it backs you into a corner because you're gonna go ahead and be busy catering to everybody else and what they think you should be doing, and you're gonna go ahead and define yourself by who they think you are rather than the true you, like your inner self and who you actually are and all the things you want to do. Never let someone back you into a corner and say you're only capable of so much or you can only do this one certain thing. I mean, that's not the key to a happy life by any means. Dude, it's on some truth right now. Tell it, Austin. Tell it.
I'm not going to do that. And some people will think that's stupid because they think, well, you're going to lose a lot of money that way and lose a lot of followers. And this is what I need you to understand, and I mean this with all my heart. Being me is more important than followers or money. Not only that, but
Here's the thing, man. When you're like in those last few hours of your life and you're lying there on your deathbed and everything, your last thoughts as you go ahead and drift off to whatever afterlife you've chosen for yourself or whatever one actually exists is not going to be about how you wish you'd worked another 3 hours or how you wish you'd made more money. Like, I've never seen a hearse pulling a U-Haul behind it. Seldom will I ever see someone buried in a fucking Lamborghini. Like, a $200 watch tells the same fucking time as a $20 watch. Like, money can go ahead and, dig you out of a hole, but at the same time, you're the one who got yourself in that hole. Money can't go ahead and buy you true loving friends. Money can't buy you loyal, devoted fans. Money can't buy you, like, true fucking friendship. And money can't buy you a family that supports you no matter what. Patagonia hat, dog, all day long. Money can't do those things for you. Money can offer you a security. It can go ahead and change where you lay your head at night. It can change what you drive. But at the same fucking time, like, if it gets you from A to B, if the bed still feels the same at night, what are you really doing here? You're just exchanging pieces of paper with dead man's faces on them for the idea that these things fix your problems when they really don't.
I truly believe in my heart that if I just stay true and genuine to myself, that I'll win and my team will win.
Fuck yeah.
The fast and easy way to make money is to lie. The fast and easy way to make money
Preach.
is to the fast and easy way to make money is to be the perfect salesman and figure out a way to transform yourself into the person that you believe everybody wants to see.
Yep.
That's the truth, and it does work. Look at all the artists right now in mainstream Nashville on the radio. Now, I'm not saying, individually all of them are fake, but I do know how this works. And I'm telling you, they're restricted to what they are and what they aren't allowed to say. They're not allowed to fully be themselves. And that's got to be depressing. The problem with the fast...
Imagine being a paid monkey who is censored every single day. Like, imagine having 1,000,000,001 thoughts swirling around in your frontal cortex, and you can't go ahead and express yourself in a way that makes you feel better. Imagine bottling up all those thoughts and all those emotions just because somebody hands you a check. Now do that every single day for years, and tell me you don't taste acid in the back of your throat. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Boy, Austin's got dropping some wisdom today, though.
Fast and easy way to make money is that it always catches up to you. You may make a bunch of money really quick, and it's going to catch up with you in the form of depression because if you're not allowed to be who you are every time you go out in public, that's going to cause depression.
Fuck yeah, it will.
It's going to lead to substance abuse, alcohol abuse. It's going to lead to ultimately probably death in a lot of cases. Look at all these celebrities that have committed suicide. I think that may be a major reason why. Or it'll catch up with you when something comes out about you that you've been trying to hide so that you could put off a fake persona and a politically correct persona. And when it comes out, you're fucked. You're screwed, man.
Truth.
I mean, it's just, you're done. Because people are going to realize that you've been being fake.
Right.
Or the fans that you've created through this politically correct persona are going to try to cancel you because they're politically correct and they thought you were too. I'll tell you what I care more about, man. I'll tell you what I care more about. If I was to take the route of being somebody I'm not and putting it on the internet, there's a ton of people wouldn't know the difference. Say we picked up 1 million followers from it. A ton of people wouldn't know the difference. They don't know me.
No, not.
You know who would know the difference? My old lady, my kids, my mother, my father, my grandparents, my friends that personally.
I legitimately couldn't come home and look people in the eye. Were I to go ahead and portray myself to be like someone I'm not on social media or for a paycheck or just to go ahead and please some fans who are never actually going to spend time with me and never going to meet me. They're just going to judge me through a two-dimensional interface every fucking day. I wouldn't be able to respect myself in the morning. I wouldn't be able to respect myself ever, actually, to be honest with you. I get what he's saying. Damn.
They know me. That's more important to me than 1 million people I don't know accepting me. Because I would lose their respect. My mother doesn't always agree, most of the time doesn't agree with a lot of things I do.
Mine doesn't either. She wanted me to be a lawyer or a doctor. Instead, I went to college, got a couple degrees, and now I tell jokes and write books. She's less than thrilled.
But my mother doesn't disrespect me. Because she knows that I'm going to keep it real all the time.
That's what's up.
She may not agree with it, but she knows that I'm going to be who I am. And she accepts that. My fiance, same way. She doesn't agree with everything I do. We talk about things. I listen to her. And, just like any other relationship, we deal with things together. But she also knows that I'm going to continue being who I am. And she doesn't try to change who I am. If I stopped being who I was, I'd lose their respect.
Right?
The slow and steady way of building a genuine audience, getting genuine people around you, and being yourself is a slower way to make money. You may not make as much money. You may not make $1 million. I may not make $1 million. But understand this, one day I'm not going to be here anymore. And when I'm gone, people are going to ask the people that were close to me questions. It may be 3 people that ask them questions. It may be a TV show or a fucking movie.
I like how he burped and just kept going. I think what he's trying to get at here is like, at the end of it all, you have to kind of ask yourself, like, what do you want to be known for? Do you want to be known by the things you accomplish in the company you keep, or do you want to be known by your bank balance? Because the thing is, we're all reduced to an obituary, and then for most of us, a box that's just thrown in the ground and discarded and never thought about, except for maybe on the occasional holiday when you remember the deceased. That's it. Like, you only have such a limited amount of time to make an impact on this earth. And do you want to spend it going ahead, like, adding numbers to your bank balance, or do you want to spend it actually making an impact on those around you by doing good things and being a good person? At least I hope that's what he's getting at. If it's not, I just made myself look incredibly stupid. Oh well, not the first time. Won't be the last.
I don't know. Who knows? But they're going to ask, hey, yeah, what was Austin really like? And the answer that my family and my friends should honestly be able to give is, he's exactly who you saw on the internet. He's exactly who you saw at a show. He's exactly the guy you met in the Dollar General.
That's what's up, Dollar General.
It may be. When I'm gone, nobody will be able to say that I wasn't me. And that is so important to me. It's so important. And it should be important to everybody.
It should be, but
everybody, I think, should look at life that way. I'm lucky enough to have a team with me like Johnny and D-Ray and so on and so forth that supports that and accepts that and understands that, and they respect that, and they're on the same page. But that's a more respectable way to live, and it'll last. You can't be canceled when you're always being real, right from the beginning.
That's also why I came up with the brand Totally Offensive Comedy and put merch behind it and actually got a base of fans around that to understand that, like, I'm here to be offensive. I'm here to say shit that's going to make you laugh, but at the same time will probably make you uncomfortable. I'm here to tell my story because I have a feeling you can relate to my story. And you know what? I think Austin Forman kind of goes along that same line too. Like, he's going to say shit that you're probably not going to go ahead and agree with. But you know what? You may agree with it later. Or you may see some truth to his points that may go ahead and and lets you think about things further, especially in regard to politics or what's going on in the world today. You may listen to some of his parody songs and be like, oh my god, those are horrible. And you may laugh to yourself and you may groan. And that's the point, dog. We all have this 9 to 5 existence every single day that for the vast majority of us sucks fucking ass. And when someone goes ahead and, like, becomes an artist in a way where they can go ahead and put things out there like a parody song or some jokes or maybe, like, something to read, for that moment that you're reading that or you're listening to that or you're laughing to that, like, that's a moment when you can go ahead and forget all the problems you're experiencing currently and that 9 to 5 existence that sucks ass, and you can just kind of, feel better about things. That's a lot of the times why people do the things they do when it comes to being a performer and an entertainer. I think he gets that too. Dude, he's a little bit younger than me, but, like, man, dude is deep. Dude has wisdom beyond his years, for sure.
You can't lose friends and family just because, they realized that you were being fake and lost respect for you.
Right?
You're still going to go through things, but you'll always have this, man, and that's the most important thing. And Johnny said it in his story the other day. The most important thing is not money. It's knowing who you are as a person.
Agreed.
And being who you are and being genuine and being real to yourself. And I fully believe that. I'm glad he said that. So I'm not going to come out and pick a lane. I'm not picking a lane. I'm not picking a side. I'm not picking, what type of music I'm doing. I'm going to do whatever we wake up and feel like doing. Whatever, me and Johnny talk every day. And Johnny's my manager, in case you didn't know. And we decide from day to day what we're going to do, what kind of song we're going to do, what we're going to put out. It changes all the time because our feelings change. I don't know, man. I know I've been going on a rant, but this is something.
He looked at the length of this video and was just kind of like, God damn, I didn't realize I was this much in my feelings. And then he cuts to a different frame and he's like, oh, okay, so I don't know, but just to wrap things up, like, we've all been there when we're making videos, man. I feel you. It's all good.
And I just really need to get out there because I'm not being put in a corner. I'm not being put in a box.
Do your thing, bro.
And to a lot of people, it seems ridiculous. But it's not fake for me. I have this real thing where I know I wouldn't be able to live with myself and be happy, genuinely happy, unless I was just being myself.
That's what's up.
So, I love y'all. For those of y'all that have been here for a while, thank you for sticking around. Even some of y'all don't like everything I put out. Some of y'all don't agree with me on everything, and you still stick around. And you guys are awesome for that. I have a lot of respect for you. And I hope y'all have a great day. And I'm no philosopher. I ain't no Tony Robbins. I ain't no Gandhi. But I'm just putting my 2 cents out there and something I've been
Fun fact about Gandhi. The one who brokered peace in India and whatnot through hunger strikes. He actually used to go ahead and make sculptures out of his own poo-poo. He also used to sleep with his 10 and 12-year-old cousins because Gandhi claimed to be celibate and sleeping with young women was an act in chastity. Yeah. Gandhi was fucking weird, bro. Just so you know.
And something I've been struggling with in my brain lately, and this is the conclusion I've come to, and the best way I've found to explain it to myself. Hopefully it helps you if you're going through something similar or if you ever go through something similar. But either way, best of luck to all y'all. I love y'all. We got some brand new music coming super, super soon with new music videos. I'll be in Nashville next week. And got an album coming out. And then after that, we got a surprise for you. Love you guys.
That's what's up. Wow. Okay. That was a lot. A lot to assimilate right there. Look, man, I'm glad that he put this video out. And I 100% appreciate the hell out of him for doing this and just being real with people. Not a lot of people are doing this these days and making themselves vulnerable. So yeah, I'm still going to fuck with Austin Forman and keep it 100 because he does the same. Okay, the dude is out here just being himself and doesn't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Mad respect for that. Okay, now I'm out. This video is probably long enough. Yeah, like 30 minutes? Okay. If you like this video, feel free to go ahead and throw me a thumbs up. And if you didn't, it is what it is. Shit happens. I can't knock it out of the park every single time. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm out. All's I'm saying.